Hi, my name's Andy. I work at Christchurch University, and in conjunction with our parks, we bring 5 classes to you a week. Welcome to Stretch and Flex Midweek Mobility. Please make sure you've got a nice clear area, either a carpet or a mat to do your workout on, a chair to hand, just so that if some of the exercises you might want to sit in the chair or be on using the floor, and yes, make sure you've got some water with you, and please work to what feels right for you. Okay, I'm just going to put some music on in the background, and we'll get going. Lovely. See you soon. So I'm just waiting to hear if it comes back on. There it is. Okay, I'm just closing that. Okay. So we're going to stand just like we normally do, nice and tall. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out. Roll the shoulders. As I said in the email, we'll be doing a little bit more work with our ankles. They're so important, and we don't tend to focus on those type of areas of the body. Rotate the other way. Again, nice deep breaths in and out. Lovely, good. Shake the arms. And then we're just going to rock from side to side. Again, just transferring weight through our ankles. You might hear a few clicks, and as long as there's no discomfort, then that's absolutely fine. Lovely. Okay, we're just going to take the feet slightly further apart. We're going to bring our arms up and just gently rock round, and as we do, we bring the back foot off the heel, off the floor, just to sort of send through down our big toe, pushing into the floor. Lovely. 3, 2, 1. And take the arms down. Now just allow yourself just to rock round, nice and gentle. And then what we're going to do, we're going to turn. It doesn't matter which way we're going to go to. I'm going to go to my right on the next time I go to my right, and turn. And then I'm going to stand with my hands out and push my heel, my back heel, into the floor, and then come up and then back down 3 times. Push up, come back down, up. Last one. Lovely. Bring the hands down, and we're just going to rock forward and back again. And then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to push our heels into the floor and come up. 1, 2, 3, and come back to center, and just gently bring it down. Lovely, good. Okay, we're going to bring the feet parallel with our hips. We're just gently going to come up onto the balls of our feet, and then onto our heels, lifting the balls of our feet up off the floor. So it's good for balance, and it really works through, again, the ankles, just warming them up just gently. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Good. Okay, let's lift one foot off the floor, and we're going to rotate that ankle. And back rotate it the other way. Balance for everyone. It's got the cameras on. Brilliant. And change. Change legs and rotate one way. And then rotate the other. And down. Good. Okay, I'm just going to get the ball for a second. If you do have a ball, then by all means follow along. If you haven't, then I will just quickly show you what I'd like you to do at another time. You're just literally going to roll the ball on the bottom of the foot, and then turn the knee inwards, so you're working on the inside of the foot, and then turn the knee outwards, not on the outside of the foot. Tennis balls are ideal purely because they've got a little bit of give in them. Then we're going to come back to neutral position. So the ball now is in the arch of my foot. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and as I blow out, I'm going to transfer my weight over and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back off again. Then just quickly forward and back on the foot. Again, you're working your stability, and you're hopefully getting a nice reaction to what you're doing with your foot through the ball. Okay, let's change it onto the other side very quickly. So we're just moving forward and back. There's no pattern or anything like that. Again, if you can hold yourself without having to need anything to lean on, that's absolutely great. To turn the knee in and work on the inside of the foot, and then the knee out on the outside of the foot. And then when you're ready, put it into the arch of the foot. Nice deep breath in, and then transfer your weight onto it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently just roll it out. And again, change the tempo. It feels very different. It's a bit like you're giving yourself your own reflexology session. Lovely, good. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to come back to the balls. I'm just going to push it out the way for now. And those of you that have the chair, we're going to go into the chair. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to cross one leg over the other. And again, we're just going to rotate that ankle. If you have bare legs like myself, or next time you are doing this and you have bare legs, have a look and see how many of the muscles in the lower part of the leg, in the calf, down the anterior, the front of the leg, are actually moving as we rotate our ankle. There's so many muscles that we don't even realize are moving around to keep us nice and stable. Let's go back the other way. So if you haven't got a ball and you are starting to get a bit of pain in the heel, then by all means, what we can do is both our thumbs literally just run them all the way down through the bottom of the foot, through the plantar fascia and around the ankle. You'll feel where it feels just that little bit more tender. Those are little signs, messages to you to say this needs a little bit of attention. And you're more than capable of doing a lot of this work yourself that you would maybe possibly pay somebody else to do. Obviously, if you do have problems, by all means, go and see a professional. I'm not saying not to. All I'm saying is we can maintain our bodies a lot ourselves just by doing these very simple exercises. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to turn the foot up towards us, our face. Take a deep breath in, and as we blow out, we're going to tilt forward, pushing our chin forward and blowing out. You now should feel the stretch in the hip. Often with our ankles, you may get knee or ankle hip pain. And again, it's a great way of just stretching out and then release. Sitting back up nice and tall, rotate the ankle again, and then we're just going to change over. So we're going to change over the legs. I'm going to start by just rotating the ankle one way, then back the other. Good. And then we're just going to massage the foot a little bit. That again may feel very different on one side to the other. Again, this is for people that maybe do running and things like that. Sometimes, as I say, the heel can often start to ache and feel quite tender. Just a little few rubs like this can go a long way in trying to release or anything escalating. Good. Okay, so then turn the foot up towards your face again. Nice deep breath in, and we're going to pivot from the hips and just come forward. So I'm not bending forward, I'm keeping my back nice and straight and just leaning forward, pivoting from the hips. Lovely. From what I can see, everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. 3, 2, 1, and gently come back up. Good. Okay, let's uncross the legs. We're just going to hold the back of the seat and literally just rock from side to side. Just take out any tension. You may have felt that was quite tight in the hips. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay, I'm just going to get my mat out because we're going to go onto the floor. So if you'd like to put your chairs away for the moment, and we'll just get the mat out. The reason I didn't get the mat out earlier was because my feet, these are really quite not sticky, but they don't let your feet move around too much. So okay, so we're going to take a nice deep breath in. We're going to roll down. Please, again, always work with what feels right for you. We're going to go into a plank and hold there. You can either go onto your knees or full plank. Just make sure your wrists are over your shoulders. Deep breath in. As we unlock our knees and hips, we're just going to roll down. Again, if you have any discomfort there, please just go straight into a 4-point kneeling and wait for us to walk out. Now we're going to walk out into plank. And we're just going to hold there. Now, if you can hold full plank, fantastic. If you prefer, you can hold a plank still, but just on your knees, okay? So we're just going to hold there. We're going to do up to another 30 seconds. Again, this is a fantastic exercise for our connective chain. It engages so many muscles. And it does take a lot of work. So if you can't hold for the full 45, don't worry. Please just keep trying. Little 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And before you know it, in 3, 2, 1, slowly lower the knees, take the hips back, keep the fingers forward, and we come down into child's pose. If you can, get the elbows to the floor. Okay, lovely. We're going to come back out into our normal 4-point kneeling, making sure our hips are in line with our pelvis, our knees, sorry, and wrists in line with our shoulders. We're going to take our left arm and right leg all the way out. We're going to do this a lot slower today. So we're going to take a deep breath in, lift, and hold, and lower. Same side, deep breath in, blow out, lift. Keep the core nice and engaged, and lower. Deep breath in, lift. Nice and balanced, and lower. Maybe you could feel it in your glute now. Deep breath in, lift. 3, 2, 1, and return back to 4-point kneeling. Lovely, halfway. So we're going to extend the other side now. And we're going to take a deep breath in and lift. And lower. Deep breath in, lift. Try and feel all the way through from your fingers to your toes and lower. Deep breath in, lift. Lovely balance, everyone, and lower. Last one. Deep breath in, lift. And lower. Good. Into 4-point kneeling again. Walk the hands half a hand forward again. Deep breath in, and then as you blow out, let the hips come back. Keeping the hands forward, try and get the elbows to the floor. You should feel a nice stretch through the top of the shoulders, through the back. 3, 2, 1. Gently coming out. Okay, resetting. We're going into 4-point kneeling again. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we blow out, we're going to tilt our pelvis towards our chin and really push up through our shoulders. And then return back to neutral position. Deep breath in, blow out as we push up, tilt the pelvis, and return. Last one, deep breath in, tilt, push up through the shoulders, and return. Lovely, good. Okay. Again, walk the hands half a hand forward again. I'm going to, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to thread through and then just gently take the hips back. Again, please work with what feels right for you. So we've got a nice rotation through the spine now. 3, 2, 1. Gently come back up. And then thread through the other side, going down and rotating as far as you feel comfortable. Three, 2, 1, and gently come back up into 4-point kneeling. Okay, hands off slightly forward. We're going to tuck the toes under here, okay? So from here, we're then going to tilt our pelvis under and then lift our knees off of the floor and lower. Deep breath in, tilt the pelvis, lift. So what we're doing also, as well as doing a variation of a plank and lower. One more, deep breath in, tilt and lift, is we're stretching again through the toes, our plantar fascia, which again will really help. 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Take the hips back into child's pose. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up into high kneeling. I'd like you to have your legs, we normally have them tucked under so they're nice and flat. Please work with what feels right for you. We're gently going to come down. And again, some people have really great mobility through their ankles and knees, and it's not a problem. But please be gentle. As we come up, we squeeze our glutes, pull in our tummy. We're going to go 3 more times, sorry. Gently down. And back up. Squeeze those glutes. Gently down. Tummy's pulled in. And up we come. Squeeze. Last one. Gently down. And come up. Lovely, good. Hands go to the floor. Tuck the toes under. We're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to take the knees off the floor and just rock our hips back. So we're just stretching again, plantar fascia and the bottom of the feet. Allow the knees to come forward, take that pressure off your shoulders, and then reintroduce it. If you find that you can't lift the knees off, that's absolutely fine. Just work with what feels right for you. And lower. One more. Lift. And lower. Okay, amazing. Good. We're going to come up into high knee and we're going to go and start to do more of our regular stuff now. We're going to take our, doesn't matter, left foot just outside of our shoulder width. And then we're going to tilt our pelvis, squeeze that back glute. That's it. I can see you will do it. Squeeze it again for me. Good. And then drive that hip forward. Try not to hyperextend. I know I did slightly then. Allow the hips to come forward, but keep that back glute squeezed. 3, 2, 1. You should feel a nice stretch up through the front of the hip. When you did that, we're going to then gently come down, hands to the floor. Again, we're not going to lift that back leg yet. We're now going to walk our hands forward, so it's forward of our foot. And from there, we're going to drive. We'd normally be here. We're going to drive forward again. So we're opening up our hips, being able to use the knee as a bit of leverage, and then we're going to squeeze again that back glute and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. One more. Squeeze and release. Lovely, good. We're going to then allow the hands to move back to in line with our heel, and from there we're going to come back and stretch through. You should feel it deep inside the hip and along the adductor, the inside thigh. 3, 2, 1. Gently come forward again. Replace the hands so they're in line with the feet. Tuck that back foot under and then lift up. Again, just gently rock forward and back. So again, it's not weight loaded, but our ankle, our front ankle is being used and being flexed through, and so is our back ankle. Good. 3, 2, 1. Be careful if you have any issues with backs or hips. We're going to take the hand closest to the foot, and then we're just going to rotate round. And hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently come back down. You've done amazing. Rock forward and back. Lower that back knee. Come up into high kneeling again. Tilt the pelvis full under you. Squeeze that back glute, and again just drive forward. Just getting another stretch through the front of the hip. And release. Good. Okay, we're going to change over sides. I'm just going to turn around so you can see. So we take the foot, the front foot, the other foot now, just outside of our shoulders. Tilt the pelvis and then drive the hip forward, as well as squeeze, sorry, I forgot to say, as well as squeezing the glute. And then release. Nice deep breath in. Hands come down in front of the foot. I'm going to do it in a slightly different pattern this time, but we'll do exactly the same stretches. And then we're going to drive our hips forward, again with our back knee still on the floor. Lovely, good. I was just about to say, Ruth, are you okay? But I think your camera frozen, or mine had. Doing great. Lovely, good. Okay. From here, we're going to lift that back, tuck that back foot under and lift the knee off the floor and gently rock forward and back. So also what this does say is you don't have to do it in the same sequence that we do it in. If you find certain stretches you get a little bit more from, then please work on those rather than doing a set pattern. Okay, the hand closest to the front foot, we're going to lift up and rotate and hold for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come down. Rock forward and back again. Lower that back knee. Allow the fingers to come in line with the heel of the front foot and gently take the hips back. Three, 2, 1. Gently come back up. Tilt that pelvis and then drive forward again. Squeeze that back glute. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Okay, is everyone okay on their knees still? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to do a variation of that. We're going to come down, put our hands as if we're going to do 4-point kneeling, but we're going to take one leg out to a 90-degree angle. We're then going to take a deep breath in, and as we blow out, we're gently going to take the hips back, and if we can, try and get both elbows to the floor. If you can't, just work with what feels right for you. So you should feel a nice stretch in your inner thigh. If you wanted to increase it slightly, lift the foot or rotate the foot so the ball of the foot isn't on the floor. Lovely. Same side as the leg that you've got at a 90-degree angle. We're going to lift slightly and thread that hand through, come back down again. So the same side, just thread it through. Oh, that does increase that stretch on the inner thigh, doesn't it? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Gently come back up. We're going to come up into 3-point kneeling. So my leg's still out to the side. This leg is then going to come back past the kneeling leg and come across, and then I'm going to slide down. Is that okay for everyone? So my right leg was out to the side, and I've just brought it back across, and now I'm sliding down. Again, if you like to just rock gently from side to side, it just helps the body relax rather than holding quite a deep stretch. 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, come back up. I'm going to turn around, but we're going to work on the other side now. So the other leg comes out, reset yourself, and then as you blow out, just gently allow the hips to come down. You might find it feels very different on this side compared to your first side. Three, 2, 1. Slightly come up. Same side as the leg that's out at 90-degree angle. Thread the arm through and come back down. If you do suffer with pain or discomfort on a particular side, always stretch the other side just as much, because often the pain side is not the side where the problem is, it's the opposite side, and it pulls, it's tighter, so it pulls the other side out, which then creates discomfort. Not always, but it's a good rule of thumb. 3, 2, 1. Gently coming back up, and again we're going to bring that leg back across the kneeling leg and then just gently slide down. I find that I turn my foot slightly in as I slide down, so again just work with what feels natural to your body. We always want to stretch in the most natural way for our bodies. Well, thank you very much for joining again today. Stay where you are, please. Thank you very much for joining today. Please join all of our other classes. As I said, they're all up on YouTube. And obviously, please join all of our other live classes if you have the time, which would be great. Okay, nice deep breath in. We're going to gently come back up to 4-point kneeling. This time we're going to take a deep breath in, and as we blow out, we're going to send our hips away and push down through our shoulders, lifting our head, not forcing anything, and then just come back to neutral position. Going to do that 3 times in your own time, just whilst I talk you through, because we've got Kaz tomorrow at 10:30 with Body and Mind, and again on Friday with Hit and Abs on Friday with Kaz, and then we've got Monday 12:30 with Darius with Box Fit, Tuesday with Amy LBT, and we'll be back here, or I'll be back here next Wednesday as far as I'm aware, for this session. As soon as I know if anything's changing, I will let you know. Let's tuck our feet under.
We're going to push up into what we call downward dog, which is just basically where we push through our shoulders, lifting our hips off the floor, and then just walk the heels into the floor, as we've done so much with our ankles. I promise you there'll be a different focus next week. It's just to give you ideas. If you can get hold of a ball, if you didn't have one, tennis ball is perfect. Please grab one, because next week we will do a little bit more with the ball, but not necessarily with the feet. It might be with calves and things like that. Let's walk the hands back into our pike position. Again, please be careful with lower back or hip issues. Just as I say, always work with what works for your body. Deep breath in, roll up, rotate the shoulders. The last one, we're just going to stand and rotate the ankle, he says, as he falls over. And then change legs. And give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much today. I know it was a lot to do with ankles. It was just a friend of mine today, or has had problems. So I was looking up, what can we do? And I got a bit carried away. But as I say, I'm more than happy to stay on after if somebody wants to have a chat, or please email me through our parks, and I will get back to them. I didn't realise, I must admit, I had a few sitting there, but I do apologise for that, but I will come back to you. Thanks for your support again, as always. Keep going, and I'll see you here next week, and God bless. See you soon.